BTS fought and also cried a lot. Fans ask Suga not to leave, Jimin to become a dad, and Jin talks about smoking. Stay tuned to learn more. V recently found himself in a humorous episode while engaging with his followers. On September 9th, he made a quick appearance on social media to mark the first anniversary of his debut album, Layover, and celebrate the 7th birthday of his pet dog, Yeontan. Characteristically unpredictable, V decided to surprise his fans by joining a fan group chat on Kakao Talk named after him. Initially, members of the chat were skeptical about his true identity. He sent multiple messages, explaining his presence by mentioning the cumbersome verification process in other chat rooms and playfully nudging them for a greeting. To confirm his identity, he shared a previously unseen photo of himself in a military uniform and mentioned that he had to leave for a dinner roll call but promised to return. During this online session, he also visited HYBE, where he discussed his military life and posted a new photo with his dog, Yeontan. In response to a query about his recent experiences in the military, he admitted to finding it challenging, but expressed that these interactions were a source of strength. Additionally, he acknowledged a fan's post celebrating the milestones of his album and Yeontan's birthday, mentioning how he felt seeing banners from his fan bases outside his military base. This update was V's first in several months regarding his military service, delighting fans with the news that he continues to engage with them amidst his demanding military duties. Their expressions of affection and encouragement evidently reached him, adding to their joy. Meanwhile, Jungkook has unveiled additional official photographs for the documentary Jungkook, I Am Still. These images provide a glimpse into the forthcoming film, showcasing stills that capture key moments. The documentary, set to premiere in theaters on September 18th, features a collection of exclusive interviews with Jungkook, behind-the-scenes content, and dynamic concert footage spanning 8 months. A viewer noted that the group's effort in the year prior to their military enlistment was remarkable. According to this viewer, their activities, including vacations, were well documented to ensure that fans could have new content during the group's hiatus, creating a sense of their continuous presence. Regarding the recent HYBE controversy in relation to V, reports emerged from several fan accounts indicating that HYBE labels had withdrawn the copyright claims it had previously lodged against fan cams of V. The initial claims had sparked a considerable response from numerous fan accounts, which highlighted that HYBE, the management agency of BTS, had targeted videos of the K-pop idol V on YouTube, while similar claims had not been made against fancams of other BTS members. This development led to widespread frustration among fans, fueling concerns of unfair treatment toward the idol by his label. In response, fans initiated a digital campaign on the social media platform X. These efforts aimed to draw attention to the perceived disparities in treatment and to express their dissatisfaction. The campaign rapidly gained momentum, and it appears to have influenced the decision-making at HYBE labels. A fan account announced that their previously removed fan cams of V had been reinstated on their channels. Following this reversal, fans celebrated what they saw as a victory, expressing joy that their efforts had reinstated the availability of these fan cams. They continue to advocate for the removal of all similar copyright claims against fan cams of BTS's V, hoping for consistent treatment across all content related to the idol. Also, on September 6th, an interview highlighting the production team of Jinny's Kitchen Season 2 captured significant online attention. The producers extended their appreciation to the crew members who have been involved since the first season and expressed their gratitude towards the newcomer. The second season, which concluded with the director's cut broadcast on September 6th, had been airing every Friday since June. This successful completion has led to speculation about a potential third season. BTS's V, who garnered considerable praise and support in the first season, is scheduled to be discharged from the military next June, sparking further interest in his possible return to the show. Producer Park Hyun-young addressed inquiries about the next season, stating that discussions with fellow producer Na Young-suk would be necessary to determine the future of the series. He acknowledged the high expectations of the audience and hinted at delivering results that would meet these anticipations. Regarding V's participation in a possible third season, Park mentioned that the decision is still pending. He recognized the strong fan interest driven by V's involvement and suggested that more information would become available in due time. Regarding the recent incident involving Suga, fans across the globe have shown their support for him, rejecting any suggestions that he should leave the group. On Monday, a coalition of 127 BTS fan groups from 58 different countries issued a unified statement affirming their support for all 7 members of the band. This declaration was made in light of the recent controversy surrounding Suga, who last month was referred to prosecutors for allegedly operating an electric scooter while intoxicated in Seoul. On Saturday, a few individuals who identified themselves as part of BTS's official fan base suggested that Suga should exit the group as a gesture of accountability for the incident, which they felt had tarnished the group's reputation. In response, the Global Army Union articulated its support for all members of BTS through a statement published on the social media platform X, available in both Korean and English. The union clearly stated that it does not hold BTS members to any obligations beyond those mandated by law, and affirmed that decisions regarding the future of the group should not be influenced by external pressures. In other news, TikTok is set to introduce its inaugural K-pop girl group contest, Time Turner, in November, in collaboration with new media entities Pi Corp and MakeStar. This audition program will be streamed on TikTok. Time Turner offers a novel real-time contest format, situated in the imaginary dimension of P314. In this setting, participants with aspirations will use the concept of time travel to pursue their dreams. The victors of this competition will be chosen through global live voting by the TikTok audience and will form the K-pop girl group Time Turner. Their musical and artistic theme will revolve around unique time travel experiences. The successful contestants will gain exposure to the global music scene, securing contracts with international distribution firms, management agreements, and opportunities for album releases, music videos, fan interactions, concerts, and participation in TikTok's annual Live Fest event for creators. Submissions for Time Turner are being accepted until September 18th via TikTok's and Instagram's official channels. The auditions are open to women aged 19 and above from any country and any professional background, provided they have artistic flair and ambitious dreams. The initial phase of auditions will commence in October, and participants will start engaging with a global audience through TikTok Live from November. Regarding RM, on September 6th, American artist Thee Stallion collaborated with the BTS leader on their new single, Neva Play. The release was accompanied by a music video that depicted the artists as animated characters, a creative solution necessitated by RM's inability to participate in filming due to his ongoing military service, which began in December 2023. A report from South Korean media outlet News One conveyed Thee Stallion's enthusiasm for the partnership, noting her admiration for RM and BTS. She highlighted RM's significant contribution to the song's lyrics, which she believed fans would find particularly enjoyable. RM is acknowledged as a songwriter on the track, alongside other contributors. Megan praised RM's lyrical prowess, emphasizing his skillful input on the project. This collaboration marks the second partnership between Megan and RM, following their first successful endeavor with the remix of Butter, performed live at the PTD On Stage concert in Los Angeles in November 2021. The announcement of Neva Play on September 1st sparked considerable excitement among fans. Megan announced the release on her social media with an animated poster showcasing her distinctive blue hair and an image of RM in a dynamic pose. Prior to this, she had shared a teaser that hinted at the collaboration with a horse and a purple heart emoji, symbols representing her stallion nickname and BTS's iconic fan color, respectively. Anticipation was further fueled by BTS's official X account, which playfully replaced the purple heart emoji with those of a porcupine and koala, icons commonly linked to RM. Following its release, Neva Play quickly climbed to the top of the iTunes US chart, positioning RM alongside his bandmates August D, Jimin, Jungkook, and V as the only K-pop acts to achieve a #1 on the US iTunes chart in 2024. Regarding the other BTS members, it's been revealed that they fought and cried a lot. Before their military enlistment, BTS members Jimin and Jungkook completed filming for the reality travel show Are You Sure?, which broadcast its most recent episode on September 5th. This series followed the duo as they journeyed through California, Japan, and Jeju Island from July to November 2023, shortly before their enlistment on December 12, 2023. The 6th episode featured their travels in Japan, marking the conclusion of the show's filming. It began with a timestamp of November 25, 2023, and closed with the duo discussing their anticipation for the year 2025, when they and other BTS members, Namjoon, Suga, and V, are expected to complete their military service. During the final moments of the episode, Jimin and Jungkook were seen dining at a small restaurant in Sapporo, Japan. Here, they reminisced about their early days with BTS, acknowledging how minor issues once easily upset them. They expressed excitement about reuniting after military service and anticipated the joy of touring again. Jimin shared insights into his younger years, specifically an argument with V over dumplings, reflecting on how the group has matured and moved beyond the resentments of their youth. He humorously noted the contrast between their past conflicts and their current outlook, looking forward to touring again with a sense of humor about their age. The episode also revisited Jungkook and Jimin's previous visit to Sapporo 7 years earlier. The evening began with casual food and drinks from a local convenience store, leading into deeper conversations about aging. Jungkook recounted their adventures in Sapporo and a trip to Tokyo Disneyland, captured through his personal brand, Golden Closet Films. The episode further delved into recent milestones, such as Namjoon's congratulatory letter to Jungkook on his solo album release and his attendance at Jungkook's concert. Additionally, Jimin recounted a reflective nighttime walk with Shanice Taemin during a past visit to Japan. Their explorations in Sapporo continued with a drive to various sites, including the Nikka Museum, where they learned about whiskey production. After sampling and purchasing Nikka whiskey, they enjoyed playful moments in the snowy streets of Sapporo, culminating in the creation of a comically misshapen snowman. The episode concluded with the duo sharing a heartfelt conversation about their growth, past disagreements, and eager anticipation for their future reunion in 2025, marking a reflective pause on their journey so far. In the episode, Jimin also shared a personal revelation that deeply resonated with his fans. During a conversation with fellow member Jungkook, Jimin expressed his heartfelt desire to one day become a father to a daughter, a thought that he admitted brings him to tears just considering it. The moment unfolded as they strolled through a station and observed a father with his daughter, prompting Jimin to reflect on his own future paternal aspirations. He explained to Jungkook that the prospect of his daughter growing up too quickly was an emotional thought for him. This candid admission from Jimin elicited a wave of support and emotional responses from fans worldwide. They took to social media to praise his potential as a father, with many affirming that he would excel in the role. Fans' comments varied from supportive affirmations to affectionate envisionings of his future, with sentiments reflecting a deep appreciation for his nurturing disposition. On the same day, the 6th episode of Are You Sure? Featured Jimin and Jungkook in Sapporo, Japan, marking their return to the city after 7 years. The episode captured the picturesque snowy settings of Sapporo and the duo's engaging activities, from snowball fights to sampling local cuisine and interacting with residents, including children. One particularly poignant scene occurred during their quiet walk in the snowy streets when they encountered a father and daughter, leading to Jimin's unexpected disclosure about his hopes for fatherhood. This conversation, coupled with the duo's interactions and playful moments, underscored the depth of their bond and introspective nature. In the same episode, Jungkook reflected on their dynamics, musing on what it would have been like if he and Jimin were the same age, suggesting they would have been very similar and perhaps a handful for their teachers. He then posed a hypothetical about the trio getting into mischief together. Jimin recounted how he and V often found themselves in disagreements, with Jungkook frequently playing the role of mediator. He reminisced that these conflicts, though heated, stemmed from trivial matters and expressed that they might have been avoided altogether. He detailed one particular incident involving dumplings, revealing that his visible frustration during the argument was a result of his inability to conceal his emotions at the time. Jimin described the situation, explaining how he saw V mocking him, which escalated his anger. This argument, although intense, ultimately brought him and V closer together. The infamous dumpling fight occurred in 2016 during a busy period when V was balancing his schedule between shooting for the drama Hwarang, the Poet Warrior Youth, and BTS dance rehearsals. The disagreement, sparked by a difference in opinion on when to eat, lasted several weeks. Jungkook shared his own experiences of lighter conflicts, recalling a playful moment when he crossed a boundary with RM, the leader of BTS, by kissing his forehead. Despite RM's initial admonishment, he found the gesture amusing. Jimin recounted the reaction to this incident, noting that it brought laughter and tears among the members, amused by RM's embarrassed response. The episode concluded with Jimin and Jungkook contemplating their future tours and performances following their military service, reflecting on their growth and experiences shared throughout the show. Also, the fan-favorite variety show, Run BTS, made a return following the discharge of Jin, the first BTS member to complete his mandatory military service. With renewed enthusiasm, Jin has big plans for the show, now dubbed Run Jin, and he is determined to see them through without disruptions. In the fourth episode of Run Jin, Jin welcomed Kwak Junbin, a well-known personality from the variety show circuit, along with other guests. The episode featured a playful game that ended with everyone getting drenched, much to the amusement of the audience. During the game, the production team presented a challenge involving the buzzword VM, to which Kwak Junbin responded with a pun related to smoke, catching Jin off guard. Jin, feigning outrage, humorously admonished him, insisting that such prompts would never originate from his show's staff. This exchange, particularly Jin's playful rebuke, was met with laughter and approval from fans, who enjoyed his witty approach to dismissing the topic of smoking.